Okay, like I said before, the first hardpoint spawn is in the main office, the second one is on top of the orange crates, and the third one is on top of the blue crates. So here we go, starting off on the left side, 5 of us on a random. Game's underway, we make our move. Hardpoint's up, 2 people are off on their own. And the idea here is to push in and push past. If we own both exits, then what will happen is our team will spawn where the green spot is, and the enemy will spawn out by the red spot as shown in the next clip. What you're going to see here is that everyone's inside on the right side of the hard point, and no one's actually covering the initial entrance point. Because of that, the enemy team's going to come there, and then you're going to see exactly what happens with their spawn when you're not actually covering both exits. "30 seconds to the new hard point, and even though they're still spawning out and taking their time getting to the current hard point, you should be looking to make moves on the new one." So we've got lots of players hanging around the current one, now spawning out of position. We've got no one rotating to the next one. So we've still got 2 people on the same hard point, 3 people going, I can assume, only trying to flank the enemy or come up behind them, but they've obviously gone the wrong way around the map. And that's pretty much left me alone there. What you're going to see here is, because we've got people in different areas of the map, we're basically squashing them into the hard point itself, because we're not all manoeuvring in as one team, if you like. We're basically squashing them into the back of the hard point, and that enables them to continue running into the hard point from their preferable spawn. Okay, so it's 30 seconds to the new hard point. We've still got teammates spawning out, and members trying to run in the contest. Fortunately, they do a good job, and in we go. The rest of the team come up to support. But at the moment, you can see 4 people sitting on a hard point, one person spawning up behind me. It's now 15 seconds to go. I start trying to rotate, and the person who was with me has left me. And like I said in the other video, I wasn't watching where I was going there, and now I'm spawning out. What you'll see here is that we're contesting from the boxes. So from the front of the actual hard point here, if you jump up and sit on the edge itself, you can contest. Eventually the person is taken out, albeit a good move. And what the rest of the team needs to be trying to do here is to get round the back. We've still got people running in on their own. We've got 3 people running head on, really. It's a good job they wasn't watching the right side of the map. I'm not sure what the 2 guys at the back of the map are doing for the enemy. But me and someone else comes around, managed to pick them 2 up, and then we start making a good setup, or give ourselves the foundations to spawn properly and then get in. Even though I'm at the back of the hard point itself, here you can see in a second that one of our teammates is still going to spawn up in that green spot. There he is, and there's another one. So even though I'm at the back of the hard point myself, our team is still spawning halfway across the map. We've got 2 people already in the next hard point. At the moment I was anchoring there, trying to now come up to support, and then what you're going to do is see the rest of the team and their routes around the map. 30 seconds to new hard point, got to be pushing forward. Again, if you push forward and one of your team dies, they're going to spawn on the right side of the map for the next hard point. So what we want to do is obviously at the earliest point possible, when we're going to rotate, is make sure we push past the actual building itself, and that way our team will start spawning 15 seconds up, and we're now in a good position now, although we've lost the current hard point, we're in a good position now to set up properly and obviously make a good stand for the next one and try and take as much points as possible while they're scrambling across. You're going to see our teammates spawn in the green positions here and holding down these 3 yellow spots. They're the key areas to making sure that you can control all of that side of the map and also helping to rotate to hardpoint 3. So as you can see, from my current position, 15 seconds left, we're spawning out and we're in an ideal position now to get in position behind our actual hardpoint and on the actual hardpoint to ensure that we're set up for our enemy. No one jumps in the back. We have got someone covering the side for the first time I think I've seen in this game. I've got walkabouts. By this time I realise it's time to just try and make the cut-offs. And again I'm spawning out. There's not 2 people by an actual hardpoint itself. One covering the bottom side of the map, or right side of the hardpoint now, and one covering the left side. And that's why we're still spawning to the left side of the map. So less than 15 seconds to go, 4 people making moves onto the next hard point. We pretty much give up at the current hard point, too easy, with only 1 man left. And their points we could have done with really just to extend the lead. Okay, so you see us in position. We're not doing terribly well, but we've got our position. If we can hold these positions down, pick off the odd enemy or 2, then we should push their spawn out. What happens is someone on the left here decides to double back come up onto the hard point themselves, and then it just completely gives away any type of control we had on the spawns itself. With 15 seconds to go, people are coming back towards the current one, the long way round as well. We're making moves late. They've got people in the back of the hard point now. We're spawning out. We're in a world of trouble, to be honest, at this point. This is when it just starts to turn. We get two people behind. I pick off a kill there, and then pick off a couple of kills. I think I get four kills there. The rest of the team eventually get onto the hard point itself. Now we've got the control of the hard point. It's 15 seconds to go. Should have been making moves onto the next one, which we are. Maybe in a 6-man lobby, you're probably better off going with 30 seconds because you know people are going to go that bit extra early and you're going to have that extra gunfight or two, as opposed to normal league play with 4 players. The guys do tremendously well to get into the hard point itself and take complete control. The enemy is spawning all over the map right now. With the current setup, they're just far too far apart. Can't get across the map, can't really get into gunfights with us to even contest. And really, pretty much that's the end of the game. So final summary, to hold down hardpoint 1 and get all the favourable spawns, you want to have people on hardpoint 1 covering both exits and someone pushed over, and that make it an easier rotation towards number 2. When you do get to number 2, you want people positioned at these orange spots or somewhere along this yellow line, and that way it will push out the enemy spawn either towards top by green or over towards blue. But this is why you want someone on the left side of the hard point, which is the bottom of the map where we're looking, so they're less likely to spawn next to you. And likewise on blue crates, if you can control with 2 people at the back as you would do on the orange one, and have someone pushing up the right side, then the enemy's going to spawn over towards the green hardpoint 1 where that green spot is. So if you can try to remember to hold down them spots, even if under pressure, sometimes it's better off just holding it down and letting your team deal with it, and hopefully they will spawn in because of your positioning, as opposed to just panicking and just running into the hard point to try and pick up some desperate